Prodigal Steve returns to the darkest dungeon. How's it going, everybody? Last week, what did we do last week? We gathered holy relics. That is correct. Bunch of treatment last week as well. Alright, well, this week, I have... What's the word? What do they use? Dismiss. There we go. I have dismissed one of our level 3 Vestals. Basically, I dismissed the one with the most locked-in negative quirks. And I picked up Campbell, our brand new Abomination. I'm going to give an honest go of using the Abomination. I don't have a ton of experience with them, but I've heard that they could be really good. You see it on the subreddit all the time. People have told me, hey, the Abomination is like a good unit. It doesn't matter that they can't go out on missions with Crusaders or Vestals, I think. So I have him in the Sanitarium getting rid of his only negative quirk this week because we are actually taking out the Dream Team in an attempt to collect the Ancestor's Portrait. So I have Foliot with Heaven's Hairpin and the Brawler's Glove, as is basically standard. Protective Collar and Cudgel Weight here on Pippery, because I think stun is going to be really, really important. Standard stuff here on Mandeville. And then Tome of Holy Healing and Ancestor's Lantern on Lucy. I am slightly concerned about our scouting ability, but Lucy does have Runes Explorer. So hopefully we'll get some procs off of that. And I really just want to avoid being surprised. So at the expense of a little bit of stress on our Vestal, I am going to use the Ancestor's Lantern there. So let's go ahead and provision. This is a long mission, so we should be prepared for the worst. And to that end, I'm going to take 6 bandages. You know what? Okay, I probably don't need that many medicinal herbs. Yeah, I want a ton of shovels. I would much rather have them than not. Alright, so there's 2 camps. Plus 2 hunger checks. There we go. Let's just do that. It's been a little while since I've played Darkest Dungeon on this file. So I might be a little hesitant for really no reason. I played a little bit on stream the other day, and oh Jesus, this is terrible actually. Well, it could be worse. Starting right out with the obstacle though. So I think what we want to do is come this way and then back and maybe do like that. I would like to explore as few of these terminal rooms as possible. We could probably leave like 3 rooms if I had to guess. But that scout right out of the gate is so good.
Even the cold stone seems
going back to a fresh hamlet was a little surprising. It was a rude awakening after having fully equipped teams for as long as we've had them. Going back to only level 0 units with negative quirks and there's nothing you could do about it was interesting. All right, I'm gonna do this room because I would like to minimize backtracking. Hunger check already. A little surprising to me. I shouldn't have done that on the Vestal, actually, because she had the increased stress from her trinket. That's a misplay. That's the kind of stuff that probably won't matter in an apprentice level dungeon, but very well could here in champion dungeons. Thankfully, these units are surprised. And look, we know the strats here. Like, if you've watched any of this series at all, you know what I'm in for. We're gonna blight the back ranks, get rid of our stress dealers as soon as possible. You know what? Let's try and stun this guy as well. Of course he resisted. Not that surprising. The dodge sucks. Oh man, that is really rough. Especially with her increased accuracy trinket. Well, this is a bad start for sure. 12 damage, excuse me? You're not quite going to die. Thankfully, our Vestal dodged the stress. You're also 1 point off. But the, Plague Doctor can handle both of you, so we can actually shift our focus with Foliot to the front ranks. Obviously throw out a heal here, and that mitigates most of the damage from the Sergeant here. I would really appreciate it if you would stop being such a jerk about things.
Impressive.
Alright, there we go. We got one of them stunned. 7 HP. Alright, you're both going to die, which is fantastic news for me.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I guess I probably should have focused on this unit because he was stunned, but I really just wanted the kill. That blight helps out a ton. I should have bandaged her. Man, alright, look, I have no excuse for handling this battle as poorly as I'm handling it right now. If it were not for this specific team, we would be in a much worse spot. That crit heal is enormous, though. We can't let her take another 6 damage. So you know what? Well, he's stunned. I think we actually take this opportunity and save a bandage and let her cure her own bleed. Because we should be able to kill this thing before it gets an action, just on the back of Blight alone, yeah.
Slow death.
I didn't really do the numbers on that one, but that's okay. I do want, like, the gold and the rubies, but obviously we're in something of a rough spot as far as our inventory goes because of how much I prepared. I think we ditch the dog treats for the gold because I'm probably not going to use the treats anyway. I'm not saying that's the right play. I'm just saying that's what I'm going to do. I think probably the smart play there was either don't prepare as overly much as I do, or barring that situation, just, we'll leave that, because it's medicinal herbs, and it's probably treasure that we don't have room for. Thank you so much for dodging that trap. What was I saying? Oh, a gargoyle. 50% protect is not that big of an issue with Blight, although it does have decently high resist. You know what, I think, honestly, if you needed all the supplies that you have in your inventory like we do now, probably the smart play is just to leave everything and keep the treats in the event of a particularly terrible battle. Alright, you have a stun, which I hate a lot. So let's handle that. Honestly, if you could stun either of these units, that'd be huge for us right now. Thank you. I probably should have party healed there. But it shouldn't be like, it shouldn't matter. Okay, so they're both dead next turn, which is music to my ears. Great news, honestly. Yep, there goes one. I was hoping for a 1-2 combo there, but... there we go. Just a little stutter step in the middle. Stun this guy, and 9 damage on the stun with that crit is just fantastic. So we'll focus the one that isn't stunned at present. 20 HP. So let's see, our Hellion needs to do 14 damage here. I think that's manageable. Okay, yeah, so basically if she hits him at all, even with the lowest possible roll, he'll die to the Blight next turn. Or she'll just kill him outright, which is, you know, better. Yeah, now I think we do a party heal. The Houndmaster's getting a little lower than I would like him to be. You're still stunned. So stunning you again isn't going to do anything. But this should kill you? Yeah. That damage over time. Beautiful.
As the fiend falls,
okay.
a faint hope blossoms.
You know what? I know we have room for the food. But we might as well just do that. No scouting still. I don't really want to do a ton of backtracking here, but I don't know. Honestly, if all we get out of this particular mission is the Ancestral Trinket, I'll be pretty okay with that. Couldn't dodge them all. That's fair.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Really banking on a map here. I mean, I'm not banking on it, but man, would it be great. Of course, we didn't get one. So we're going to be looking to heal our Hellion as soon as is humanly possible. Finally got a little bit of scouting here. I think we do the hallway battle. It could be a collector, but we'll probably be okay, even if it is. It's not. It's just a couple of gargoyles. I'm actually not thrilled about this situation. I should probably have focused the one that was blighted, honestly. I'm all out of swords this morning. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. Nicely done, Foliot. Oh, the dodge, though. The dodge, though. Look, only one party here gets to stun, and that's my party. Alright, everybody except Pipri is topped off, so I think we can try for the stun here. Even with the low chance, the Vestal should be able to get it done, and Lucy does manage to make this work. Yeah, there's no chance. Mathematically, there is technically a chance, but it's a very... Actually, I don't think there is. Like, I don't... With 145% resist, I don't think the Houndmaster can bleed a gargoyle, but I believe a unit that is spec'd to do so could.
Their formation is broken.
Another ruby. Throwing away so much treasure here. Probably for stuff that we're just, like, not gonna need. There. I'll live with that. I don't want to get rid of one of the campfires just in case we need it, and there's no real reason to use the food yet. So we will have to say goodbye to the Onyx. At least for now. And of course, I'm going to waste a ton of everybody's time doing this, as I always do. But, you know, maybe that's part of the charm of the videos. I suspect it's more, aggravating than charming, but it helps me avoid misplays, so I'm going to continue to do it. Much perhaps to your chagrin. Alright, burn a torch here. What do we got? This isn't horrible, but it is, like, pretty annoying. Obviously, we want to get rid of the sharpshooter as soon as possible, like, preferably before it does anything. I was tempted to stun the Sergeant, though, because they can put out a lot of damage, and I guess we try for it. Yeah, there we go. So 2/3 of their party are stunned. Obviously not going to get the bleed there, but that does put him in range of Blight Death on its next action, so I feel pretty good about that. Excuse me? You're supposed to dodge all the things, Pipri. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Let's go ahead and heal him. Alright, you're going to die. Might as well stun you. Although we probably... it would have been close on stunning the Sergeant again. Unfortunately, Foliot's probably going to move after the Sergeant.
Destroy them.
Yeah, well, that's what I get for continuing to use the Brawler's Gloves. Even though I should know better at this point. Like, I think they're much better in the early game as a trinket than they are in the mid to late game, because speed matters. Getting to do things before your opponents is very, very important. Alright, I'm gonna hope that the Blight... I was hoping for the low roll of 2 damage as opposed to 3, that way we could have healed Mandeville with, with Lucy. Alright, this is medicinal herbs. Yeah, I always think that it's anti-venom, and it never is.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I don't really want to use food to heal. For, you know, basically no reason. But I do want the gold. Like, we can't throw out every piece of treasure that we find on this one. I'll just have to resign myself to the fact that I over-prepared, and now I'm, like, trying to counteract that. Well. That's interesting. We'll obviously be doing everything in our power to get down there and get to that secret room as the last thing we do before we leave this this dungeon. Alright, so there's a free inventory space. And so far we're a little lower than I expected to be on shovel use. Like, we've only used 1 so far. Alright, so that's an Iron Maiden. We no longer have the medicinal herbs required, so I am just going to ignore that because does it have a disease chance with it? If it does, like, that's a problem. Oh, I guess it isn't, because we can switch camping skills in mid-quest. But I put wound care on Mandeville instead of leeches, with the expectation that curing bleeding and blight would be more important than curing blight and disease in the ruins. Alright, so we again don't have holy water. That's okay. Obviously, we want to keep that. And all of this. The citrine can honestly go at 250, like, not overly invested in that. So since we're going to be back in this section, I'll probably hit this room and then double back to the secret door and end our mission there, if at all possible. We should probably be smart about this, huh? Alright, that feels good. We know this room is empty, really just banking on some scouting. And I am going to do these 2 rooms, just that way when we're going this direction, we can do as few rooms as possible before having to backtrack. And to that end, I actually do think I'm going to be a little stingier on... Oh, good. That's not really what I wanted. Stingier on my torch use. Oh, they are still surprised. Okay. This sucks. I hate this fight. Like, pretty much with a passion. Alright, they have 11 HP.
Obliterated.
I really just want as many of these dead as possible.
Annihilated.
There we go. 3 out of 4 is really good. Don't do it. Don't you dare. That's right. That is exactly what I thought. You know what? Actually, just heal yourself, please. For 6? That's insane. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Very, very pleased with how that went. Okay.
But a victory nonetheless.
Empty? Please be empty. Let's do it. I don't wanna, but let's do it. Okay, well now I look like an idiot for throwing away citrine earlier, but... you know, I'm gonna throw it away again anyway. Because I know the second that I throw away the anti-venom, we're gonna need it. Especially now that we've encountered... maggots. Because here's what happens. We walk into this room after throwing away that anti-venom. We fight 4 spiders. Everybody gets blighted. See, this is not 4 spiders, and that's because we have anti-venom. I'm cognizant of the fact that that is not how variance works. But still. Don't... I actually hate, like, this entire fight. Like, this is pretty terrible. You'll probably die. 26. 6 to 13. Let's be smart and just heal our Plague Doctor. Mandeville deserves it. There we go. Nicely done, Foliot.
Reeling.
That's why I hate the Bone Sergeants. They just crit our Hellion for half her HP. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. You're friggin' shield bash. I think you are. Please don't. If you're wondering whether or not I regret doing this mission, or this battle, the answer is a hard yes. Alright, so you are going to die. You're going to come off stun, you're going to take 6 damage. Then on your next action, you will die to the Blight. So you are a non-issue as far as I'm concerned. Now I want to get rid of this guy who can also stun us. Obviously heal the Hellion here for 9, you know. That's okay, we've been crit healing for days, but sure, let's let her get knocked back and stunned. Oh, Foliot. You're too good to me. Truly, you are too good to me. Alright, if we Blight here, he's dead. Beautiful. Alright, again, heal Foliot. She's going to take more damage than Lucy is, probably, as a frontline unit. We'll stun the Sergeant, who's the only one who's going to live in the near future. You know, basically past this, his next action. I stand corrected. Oh, you're actually not, you're not blighted anymore, huh? That's interesting. And by interesting, I mean terrifying. Really wish I would have paid attention to your blight counter. We got exceptionally lucky there. We should have been punished hard for that. Because I can't be bothered to count.
Success so clearly.
Alright, obviously we're going to take that, and as much of that as we can.
The light.
I don't want the agility Talon, like basically at all. Alright, I'm gonna gamble on us not having 4 more obstacles for the rest of this mission. And we're actually doing pretty well from an HP and a stress standpoint, so probably didn't need to bring as much food as I did, because it's unlikely that we will need to camp twice. Although, you know, it is theoretically possible. I'm betting we could stop here and then go back to the secret room and that would finish the mission, but I really don't want to gamble on having to backtrack twice. Couldn't give me some scouting, could ya? Oh. Oh, this is terrible. Red Hook, what are you doing? 25 HP on these Fusiliers. That's gross. Alright, well, at least one of them's dead. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's good. I liked that a lot. Really, really appreciated what you did there for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution to this campaign. Oh, 3 damage for 3 rounds? Right, you're 12. Light'll do it. Thank you. Second Fusilier. Excuse me? You've crit like 3 times. Actually, I think you crit the first time, but regardless. So about that thing where I wasn't gonna need to camp, I may have reassessed my opinion on that situation. I'm an idiot. Well, whatever. Let's just kill this guy, if at all possible. I guess we party heal here, because everybody is sort of in need of HP. Alright, so that'll kill you, for sure. Let's stun you, see if we can't get you killed before your next action. Look, I don't know. Heal our Hellion? Looks like we're probably gonna get more... maybe not, actually. Maybe I did want to just party heal for 3 turns instead. Alright, move quickly. Come on, Pippery. Thank you. Pippery, my dude. Why would you do this to me? Oh, thank you. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
You know what? That stuff can just go. That's fine. Please be a map. Thank you. Okay. So hopefully that means the rest of these are not room battles, but I think that just showed curios. So these could be just regular old room battles or room battles with treasure, is my assumption. Oh, please don't be terrible. Okay, that's not that terrible. It's annoying, but very manageable because this party is basically tailored to deal with this exact situation. Alright, you're dead. You're like super dead, actually. Okay. See, this is more my cup of tea. This is what this is the kind of fight that I look forward to. Except for that part. You continue to vex me. Because unfortunately, I have to leave you for last, despite your annoying bleed. Because this dude can stun us, and that is substantially more annoying. We've actually managed mostly to right the ship after that horrendous last battle, Okay, well, you're dead to me, and you're actually, like, dead in real life shortly. I really wish you hadn't done that thing, though. Yeah, that's, like, real annoying for me. Because, like, you don't understand. My Hellion has to be in spot 1, because that's where she gets the most damage. So I guess I'm just gonna, like, wait until I can move Mandeville back. Please don't. The Plague Doctor is too squishy to be axed in the face. I mean, 37 HP. It's pretty good, but it is, like, the lowest out of our entire party. Yeah. You know what, Mandeville, you earned a solo heal there for tanking a hit that you never should have had to tank. I really wish I could stun you. Alright, let's just do that. I hate this. No, not again. She's gonna get pushed back next round. I can feel it coming. Unless we kill him before then. I'm so tempted to try for the double stun, but I just have to count on Hippery doing his job. There you go. Good job, team. Okay. Like, even though things went pretty sideways here at the end, this fight still went, like, you know, pretty well. Who needs healing the most? Sure. Probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, I guess especially doesn't matter because he can just do that. I mean, this dude's dead to the Blight next turn, so there's no reason for me to not spend all those turns healing things, like healing our heroes. What do you got for me? Okay, so 2 of these rooms are in fact empty. I would like this gold, if at all possible. We brought way too much food, by the way. This is a damage buff? Okay, it's heal and stress relief. Well, honestly, that's pretty fine. So we are definitely going to camp, at least at the end of this mission, to get rid of this stress.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I think that's a bad idea, but I'm still gonna do it because I don't know how to stop myself. I probably, like, realistically should have gotten rid of the emerald. Like, that's the actual correct play in that position. I didn't even think about it. Alright, so I'm really just keeping the torchlight up to keep stress down. Since we already know where the secret door is, we don't really need the additional scouting chance necessarily.
Trinkets and baubles.
I'm hoping that the rest of this hallway is empty. Okay, as advertised, it is empty. What do you got for me? Hallway battle into a room battle with treasure. Probably, if I had to guess, we could go back, go into the secret room, and that would complete the mission. But I want to be absolutely certain.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, this is actually, like, maybe the best fight that we could have asked for. Because with the 2 rabble, or I guess militia, in the front, like, we're in a pretty good spot. Just party heal. I'm going to throw out as many party heals, I think, in this battle as I can in an attempt to crit and get a little bit of stress relief. Obviously, we want to stun the bone royalty. 8 damage is nothing to, like, scoff at, certainly, but our Vestal can pretty routinely out-heal that. So, alright, you're dead. You presumably will be deceased soon. Alright, we need 3 damage on you. Okay, there we go. That'll do it. Probably should have just stunned there, but, you know, it is what it is. Again with the party heal. No crits, but that's alright. Okay, you're gonna come off stun. And you actually will die on your next action. Just making absolutely certain. Let's guarantee that this thing doesn't get to hit us. And that'll actually do it for sure. So you know what? Heal yourself. Because the Blight's going to take care of these two. That's what's so powerful about damage over time, honestly, is being able to use your turn for like otherwise suboptimal heal. Because you know that the enemy is going to die due to the Blight. Or, I guess, the bleed, if you're in, like, the Wield.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
175. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. We'll actually get rid of the Emerald this time. What do we got here? Treasure? Sort of. I mean, 750 gold is treasure in my book.
Is struck. A blazing star is born.
Oh, this is a nightmare. Started with the Blight. 95% stun resist, 55. Alright, can you stun this guy? That's fantastic. Thank you so much. You stun this guy. Beautiful. Alright, now we just need to deal with this one sharpshooter. 17, not quite. But he will die on his next action. Oh, but he made it count. Ah, 20 damage on our healer. Come on, man. 95 and 175. Okay. Let's try for the stun on you. Beautiful. All right, 6 for 2 rounds. Not quite enough to get the kill. We'll leave that to Foliot. And I want to start stacking up some damage over time here on the General. There we go. As anticipated, you have to just full out heal yourself. So that's going to be a reduced stun resist. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. $12 damage on Foliot, or 12 health healed on Foliot, rather, is fantastic. And now we just have to whittle this guy away. The Blight's gonna do most of the work for us. 135%? Yeah, let's try it. Oh, Pippery, you're too good to me, man. Okay. So aside from stress, we're actually in, like, a pretty good spot. Fantastic.
Does not dissuade the sharpened
Yes,
blade.
give me all of these. Well, not that. Give me that instead. I cannot believe that we haven't finished this mission yet. Like, we have to only need one more room, right? I really don't want to try for those 2 battles in a row when probably just going to the secret room is gonna do it. Alright. We'll do this battle. We'll come back. We will camp here. Get that treasure. Get this treasure. Get the secret door. Okay. And honestly, this isn't so bad. Who do we focus here? I don't think it really matters. Yeah, let's just attack the one in the front. Okay, so you were actually going to die. They make a very unsettling noise. Don't. Thank you. Okay. Gargoyles? Actually not horrendous to fight. I can see how they would be annoying.
Ghoulish horrors.
And I don't want to undermine them necessarily. But they're certainly not the worst enemies that you could face.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I want to save as much food as possible because we're going to be doing a lot of backtracking here. Alright, get out here, crests. You served me well while you were with us.
As the light gains purchase,
Please, nothing terrible.
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Not horrendous as far as battles go, but these two are more than a little annoying. Okay. I was waiting for the second crit. Like, look, we went... Our stress is so bad now. I hate everything. Get out of here, Bone Royalty. This is why the subreddit is just constant memes about the Bone Royalty being garbage. Because they are. They're horrendous, and I hate them forever. Thankfully, this one is going to die before it gets to do anything else. So we can, you know, divert our attention to these front ranks. Well, let's start with the ankle biter, I guess. We'll stun the big dude. Do a party heal. Okay. 11 damage sucks, but it's better than a crit. Alright, there we go. You are deceased. 110% stun resist. I think we try and just stun lock you into oblivion, honestly. Probably should have healed the Plague Doctor. Wasn't thinking there. Yeah. Stun is so good. It's such a good mechanic. Like, skill to have. If you can't stun units, like, basically just forget it. You're in a bad spot. You're gonna have a rough day. I mean, you're gonna die to the blight, so... Might as well try and crit heal ourselves. And then actually heal the Plague Doctor. There we go. Just in the nick of time. We did get the tempting goblet.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Hey, don't punch your pop filter. What do we get rid of? Plus 20% max HP, plus 2 speed, plus 8 dodge, plus 50% stress, minus 10% virtue chance. Oh. Oh, we need it. I don't know that I'll ever use it, and I doubt I'll ever use it effectively. I think we can get obstructions in hallways behind us. We can definitely get battles. I think we get rid of that, though, for that. Okay, so if we would have just gone to the secret door instead of going down that hallway, we would have been fine, actually. Who has the worst stress here? You do. Congratulations.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Okay. Not really what I wanted, but I'll take the money. And we're making just a silly amount of gold on this one. What do we have? We did like 54,000 gold before this mission. So we'll see where we're at when we get back.
The darkness
Obviously want to crack into this.
trickery and boogeymen.
Fantastic. Hilarious. Really, really appreciate that.
Gathered close
Okay.
in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
First and foremost, let's prevent nighttime ambush. That's important. Next, we need to get everybody's stress down, basically. And I think the only thing we really have to do that is Therapy Dog. That'll bring you down to 19. And I guess we do this. Get you down to 7. Alright. Could be worse.
The way is lit.
Okay.
The path is clear.
Now,
We
let's
require
work back to
only
the rest of our
strength to
treasure,
follow it.
shall we? We have 7 torches to get all the way back there. And a campfire, technically, which I'll probably use in the secret room, ideally, to clear up the last little bit of this stress. Since there's really no reason not to, you know, aside from me being lazy. And I honestly could not care less about those last 2 rooms. Like, sure, there could be good stuff in there, but probably not better than what's going to be in this treasure room and then also the secret room. So, we just have to hope for good RNG in our hallways on the way back. And so far, so good. But, I mean, we could get stuck with a rough fight here at any time. So let's see, we have this hallway, like 4 more, because we're going to have to backtrack through one twice. Alright, so far the torches are going very well. So in actuality, I brought way more torches than was strictly necessary. Although we did find a lot of them on the mission as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, please, by all means, free up some inventory space. Come in here. We will snuff the torch, and we definitely have enough torches to
Darkness
get
closes in.
back to full
haunting the
and then
hearts
get
of
to
men.
the secret room. Really knocking it out of the park here with these treasure chests, honestly. Really appreciative of what we got going on here today. If that had been medicinal herbs, it would have been a lot better, because then we could have gone into this Sure, you know what? Let's try it. There we go. It's something. Not a lot, but it's something. Alright, we have 2 torches left, which is way more than we need. Yeah, please, again. See if I care. Snuff our torch.
Secrets and
Open
wonders
this.
can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Things we do not need. Torches. Shovels. We do need the food. So much gold on this one. I think we say no to the portraits, honestly. Like, maybe that wasn't the smart play. Maybe it would be smarter to just,
A moment of respite. A chance
trade
to
it
steal
for
oneself
the
against
jade, but
becoming horrors.
it's alright. Obviously, we'll do that. Obviously, we'll do this. So you're at 7, 5, and 8. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a little too much. Okay, well, we'll do that. And that. And then I think we call it. Yeah, okay, let's head back to the Hamlet then.
The great ruins belong to
Got
us,
another ancestral trinket.
and we will
Happy to have
find
it.
whatever secrets they hold.
So let's see, we made 38, almost 39,000 gold on this one. I can live with that. Alright, what happened here? Unholy Slayer replaced Mankind Hater. Basically a wash, honestly. We don't have any of our heroes spec'd for
Days when the sun shone,
specific
and laughter could be heard from the
enemy
tavern.
types, so that doesn't really matter to me. Not that I'm super interested in there, I don't think. Alright. Unequip everything. Yes. Sort. Well, there you have it. We're up to 4 ancestral trinkets now, which feels real nice. And up to 82,000 gold. So yeah, I would say we made a little bit of profit on that one. That is going to do it, though, for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. As always, feedback is welcome in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time.